Hey, I'm Davis Nytrai. I play baseball at William Blount, and this is No Playbook Podcast.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the show. It's the podcast featuring the outstanding athletes, coaches, and experts from East Tennessee. My name's Casey. On the show today, it's a standout baseball player from William Blount High School, Davis Nytrai. Joins me on the podcast to talk about his recruiting experience, his offseason training, and once again, we talk Mexican restaurants in Blount County. The second person from William Blount I've had on the show. And of course, we get to talking about great Mexican food in the Maryville area. Hey, so this episode is brought to you by D1 Training. There's a brand new D1 facility in Blount County. D1 is the place for the athlete. Also brought to you by Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. I'll get to Davis Nytrai right after this. Sit tight.
D1 Training is the place for the athlete, and we've got a brand new facility about to open in Blount County. With classes starting as young as 7 years old, D1 can help everyone take their game to the next level. Our 5-star training system comes straight from Division I strength and conditioning programs. At D1, we offer personal training, team training, youth development programs, adult boot camp classes, and much more. Learn more about D1 Hardin Valley and our introductory founders rate for the new Blount County facility by following us on social media and visiting D1Training.com.
Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center has the key for you to be happy, healthy, strong, and more in 2024. The outdoor pool is finally open, and of course, our indoor pool is open year-round. We have all the strength and cardio equipment you could want, basketball and racquetball courts, indoor and outdoor tennis, and of course, pickleball, plus about 85 group fitness classes that take place every week, including my absolute favorite, Sprint. And parents, Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center has complimentary childcare with a family membership. There's also swim and tennis lessons for adults and kids. Month to month with no long-term contracts. It's time to get your summer look started at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. Kingston Pike at Pellissippi Parkway. You can call 531-5000. That's 531-5000 or visit fshfc.com for Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
Thank you.
Was that dad helping out?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Always good to have them around.
Oh, yeah.
So how are things going, man?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
Good. I guess you're just a couple days away from starting school.
Yes, sir. Go back on Friday.
Yeah. So I've got my oldest son is going to be a ninth grader, Maryville High School. So
Okay.
he's about to finally start high school.
Oh, yeah. Getting it all ramped up.
Yeah. Any quick tips to give to a freshman?
Uh, just take it slow. Just kind of enjoy the moment while you're there. Sometimes it sucks, but there's a lot of good in it too, besides just the school part. Just enjoy the environment.
Do you guys at William Blount do anything to pick on freshmen? Because at Maryville High School, they absolutely did that when I was in school.
We do not really, at least not like definitely not school wise, because they're at a different building than we are. I mean, baseball wise, I remember when it was like my freshman year, and we definitely, I mean, it was the usual like, kids would hit in a cage, all right, freshmen pick up the cage, stuff like that. But I don't really plan on doing that when I'm a senior this year, because I feel like it kind of drifts the guys away, and I don't want freshmen to hate seniors for making them do chores and stuff. So we don't really do anything special for freshmen.
I like that. I like that. So the super heavy big doors that they've got like outside the cafeteria, for instance, in a school.
Right.
For whatever reason, the thing was at Maryville High School, this is the late 90s, they would get the freshmen and like put them behind, like one or two of them at a time, put them behind the door
Yeah.
and basically hold it open so they were stuck. And then people would come like dump trash over it.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't care
None
for
of
that.
that going. Yeah, none of that going on at William Blount.
Good. The classy side of town. Davis, thank you for joining me. So I guess first up, just tell me a little about your junior season at William Blount, how that went, and you made all district. It's gonna feel good.
Pretty good, yes, sir. Yeah. So it was a good one. Team really came together, I feel like, because we knew we were losing some big pieces in pitching and in deep offensive lines too. So we all kind of took a step back and just work together, and then put in a little extra work than had to sophomore year for sure. Kind of got humbled on that. So then came back, knew what we had to do, and just put the pieces together and just decided to go out and enjoy the game and play as a team and just have fun rather than putting too much stress on.
How'd you guys do overall?
Pretty good. Ended, I think, just below 500. It was, district games are hard, but we're in a tough district, so that's expected. Playing Farragut, Bearden, Hardin Valley, Maryville, those guys twice a year, you're gonna run into some struggles in those games. It's just about, especially the non-district games, winning the ones that you know you should and that you kind of have to win to have a chance at success in the season. And I think we did a pretty good job at that altogether.
It's got to be tough being in the same district as Farragut baseball, I imagine.
It's definitely a challenge, but I enjoy it. I mean, if you want to play at the next level, these are the guys you're going to be seeing for a while. So might as well start now, see how you stack up.
Absolutely. That's great. So what about this off season? Like, what is your training like with baseball being your only sport?
So it's definitely a focus on getting your body right. I've dealt with injuries in the past, so it's trying to move on and make sure for like preventing that from happening now. So for me, it's a lot of plyometrics, a lot of agility, stretching, just getting myself flexible, explosive. In the weight room, it's not an overload. It's more of a consistency type thing. So not like throwing a bunch of weight on the bar and doing 2 reps per set. It's more like sitting at like 225 and doing like 10 reps for that. Just trying to build like a healthy body going out rather than just getting super bulked up and then hitting a lot. I live in the cages after school every day after practice. And that's a good thing about our team too, is you're never alone in there. You always got guys in there hitting with you. And then it's a lot of dietary too. I meal prep for my lunches every day to make sure that I'm putting good food in my body if I want to get a good result. So that's a lot of the preparation that goes into it.
When you say you're throwing up 10 for 225, are you talking about squats?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I thought you were talking about bench for a sec.
No, no, not yet, not yet.
I'm like,
We're
way
working
to
on that.
go, my man.
No, we're working on that.
Okay. Um, by the way, have you heard about the new D1 training that's in Blount County?
I have not. I've heard of D1 before, but I know there's one out in Knoxville. I didn't know they were bringing one to Blount County.
Yeah, so it just opened, and that's kind of all the stuff you talk about, the like speed, agility, that strength and flexibility, those kind of things. That's what they work with, and they just opened one in Blount County down Louisville Road. Uh,
Okay.
I work with them on the marketing side, and I got to be at your coaches meeting last week. So it was I talked to Scott up, and he invited me out to speak to all the coaches about what we offer. But yeah, so it was all the coaches from William Blount. So just kind of seeing if we can work with some of them. But that's kind of cool. I'd love to get you in there at some point if we can.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. That'd be awesome.
I saw that your sister is a collegiate volleyball player.
Yes, sir. Tennessee
Yeah, yeah.
Wesleyan.
Has she been able to kind of help with any recruiting questions so far?
A little bit. Yeah, her recruitment was a little less like steady, I guess, as mine. It didn't start as early. Hers kind of sprung up, and then it was just she couldn't not take the opportunity. But she's definitely helped me with like how to prepare for college because I've gone over to her campus, visited her before, gone to watch her games, and then she'll take me around, see the dorms and everything. So just kind of get a feel for what college life will be like, kind of get prepared more for that side of it.
You like what you see at a school that size?
I do. I like the environment and just everybody being close knit and kind of everybody knowing who everybody is. I don't really want to go somewhere where it's just like thousands and thousands of kids and then you never know who you're gonna see. I kind of like having my like that small environment and just everybody knowing who everybody is.
Yeah, yeah, that's certainly one of the routes. It's either you're wanting to go that way or you're wanting to go to a school like UT where you've
Right.
got 100 kids in your science class.
Right. Yeah.
So you are about to start your senior year. Is there anything else exciting that you've got going on as you're about to start your 12th grade season?
Um, it's just kind of the normal excitement. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different because it's senior year, so everything's the last time doing it, but it's fun. This is the year that we've prepared for and built up for. This is where you go out and show all the work in the past 3 years off, and I'm excited for it. We got a good group of guys working. We got a good family going here. Not much drama on the team at all, and that's a big thing for me and definitely for other players too. And just school wise, I mean, it's just senior year, go out, have fun, get done what you need to get done, and prepare yourself for college.
There you go. Now, do you have? We talked about Tennessee Wesleyan, but is there like, are you going through a recruitment process, having conversations with any other schools?
Yes, sir. Currently been talking to King, Bryan, LMU. Those have been the big three. Communicated with ETSU, and I just got done with a camp at LMU actually, and been communicating for college out in Indiana. One of their coaches called me, and I went to a camp out at Swanee a little while ago. And
Sweet.
it's been fun. It's definitely a new experience, but it's something you don't really get used to it when you got a college coach on your phone.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I like to kind of highlight on this podcast is like I had George McIntyre on the show, 5-star quarterback that's getting offers, Alabama, Tennessee, Ohio State, USC. That is one sect, I guess, of the recruiting, interest with any high school athlete, but also guys like you that have built up a great name for themselves in their community, and they're getting looked at some schools, on that size, the size of LMU, Bryan, Tennessee Wesleyan. Just kind of, what is that recruitment like? How does it start from the coaches, and what is their, I guess, interest level look like?
So a lot of it started with me reaching out to them, mostly through Twitter, like just sending a lot of highlight reels, videos of what I'm doing, messages. And then what we would do is we would set like campus tours, and then I would request to meet a coach afterwards. So I'd go around with one of the people who work there, tour the campus, see everything they have, and then I'd sit down with the coach for about an hour, hour and a half, and just talk baseball with them, talk about what they see with their future being with me and what they have to offer at their program and what I want in a program as well. So just kind of getting to know all the coaches and all just the environment so I can pick which ones I like more than another. And then it's been a lot of phone calls too, and just camp invites and a couple of visits here and there. And it's all coming together now though, but it definitely started off just kind of scattered out. But now we kind of have a groove for it all and know what the right steps are to get where we want to be.
Good. Good. Now, I do find it interesting with sometimes with outstanding athletes, because so many play in high school multiple sports. When was it that you decided that baseball was going to be your only high school sport?
Right. So I grew up playing all the sports. I played baseball, basketball, football, soccer, all the stuff you play as a kid. And then when I got up into middle school, it kind of just fell into the regular three of baseball, football, basketball. And then kind of realized what you're better at than other sports. And then I got up, and freshman year, I was just baseball and basketball. And I've always known baseball, if I was going to go anywhere, that's what's going to take me somewhere. And basketball was to the point where it was taking me away from like fall work for baseball. And so getting just less time to work it. So we made the decision just to it was fun, but to kind of step back and just focus on what we need to focus on. And I don't regret the decision at all. I think it's definitely paid off for me in the long run.
When was that you made that decision?
Freshman year.
All right. Did you play freshman ball at William Blount?
I never played the official team. I was on for like the practice squad and everything, and then like the leading up to the season. And then right before, like I played for a summer team for them. And right before everything got super serious, I sat down with the coach, had a talk with him, and he respected my decision, and no bad blood or anything. We just went our separate ways.
Cool. By the way, I did want to let you know, Allison joins. She's
So
an old friend of yours. She's who recommended, said you got to have Davis on the show.
really,
Yeah, I had her on not too long ago talking about lacrosse. Something that we got to talking about was best restaurants in Blount County. We specifically talked about Mexican, but what about just like all food? What do you think?
I'm still shooting Mexican, Las Margaritas, right down 411. That's the spot. So our baseball team goes there after practices and everything. I mean, we're there all the time. It's definitely the best one around.
I mean, and it's so close to William Blount. You guys have ponchos. You've got what is it, El Barril right there too, along with
Yes,
Los
sir.
Margaritas.
I've never been to those. I think I went to Poncho's when I first moved to Tennessee, but it's been Lost Margaritas ever since.
Oh man. See, ponchos is my spot, but a lot of that is because so my wife is a teacher at Foothills
Okay.
Elementary, and she taught the kid of one of the actually a few of the wait staff there. So we go in and they like they love to see her, so they really make it feel like a family atmosphere. But food wise, you can't go wrong with any of those three.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But I mean that can be like a heated debate though sometimes, like which is your favorite Mexican
Oh,
food spot.
oh, definitely. It's definitely a 50-50 wall. A lot of people are Ponchos and a lot of people are Lost Margaritas, but I'm standing strong.
And then Los Amigos is fantastic as well.
I don't know if I've been to that one either.
They got, hate to say it, they might have the best food. The problem is it's always busy and feel like you're really kind of scrunched up at your table.
Yeah. See, I stay loyal. Lost
There,
Margaritas all day. That's where we're
there you
going.
go. Right on. Um, so Davis, tell me one thing that very few people know about you.
Um, well, I'm definitely a very active person, but when I'm at home, I'm a big Lego guy. I like to just take a step back, sit in my room, toss some AirPods in, listen to some music, and just tear up a Lego set.
I'm laughing because my kids are obsessed, and I really thought like, okay, it's going to be coming to an end soon. But you're telling me maybe not.
No, I didn't used to do it when I was younger, and I used to not understand it, but then I tried it out a little bit, and I got hooked right away.
Are there any like big sets you put together?
The biggest one I've done is a Darth Vader mask. That one tested me a little bit with just patience and just putting it on. That took about shouldn't have it. It took me about 2 days to put together. That was
Wow.
that was a rough one for me.
My favorite one that we've got in our house is the Home Alone house.
Oh wow.
They got that for Christmas one year and put it together. That took them like a week or so though to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've never done anything that big.
um, now a question that everybody gets on the show is, what is one unforgettable sports memory for you? And it can be either as a spectator or as an athlete.
Right. So one of the big ones for me, I feel like, is it just recently happened in summer ball. We were playing down at Hoover, Alabama, and we were playing, it was a tight game. It was we were actually down by one in like the fourth or fifth inning. And their pitcher he was doing good against us and he was letting us know. He was doing the sword and just chirping the whole game. It was an intense game. And I didn't have a bad summer, but it wasn't compared to high school, it wasn't what I wanted to be at. And then I got in the box against this guy, runner on second, immediately went 0-2, worked a count, full count. He left a fastball and I just didn't miss it and sent it over the wall, pretty good over. And it was high school home runs are fun, but that one felt pretty good. Everybody was just going crazy and it was just nice to finally quiet a guy that had been talking to your team the whole game. So that's definitely up there for me.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. It reminds me of that Zane Denton homer that he hit last year in the playoffs against Clemson for
Yes,
Tennessee.
sir.
Do you have
Yeah.
a team you follow, whether it be major leagues or college?
Tennessee for sure. Major leagues would be the Yankees, but I'm not into it as much as I am with Tennessee. Yeah, but I'm a big Tennessee football and just all sports guy.
Excellent. So one last quick thing. As you're going into your senior year, what is something that you hope to improve on with your game on the diamond?
Definitely defense. I'm getting moved into a new position this year, and I'll be playing first base for us, which is it's not some I've played it before in the past, but it's been a while since I've full set on that. So we're just trying to make an impact on both sides of the field because last year I was DH mostly, which wasn't a problem for me. We had guys that could go out there and, do just fine. Like, they didn't need me out in the field. But now that I'm out there, just making my presence known on both sides. And then definitely just reciprocating what I did last year at the plate. If not, I hope to definitely do better, always improve, but just make sure that I stay where I'm at and just keep hitting the ball.
Have you ever seen Moneyball, Davis?
I have it, sir.
I like to see when they're moving, what's his name, to first base, and the Brad Pitt's character is saying like, it's really easy. It's not hard at all. And then the coach for the team is like, it's incredibly hard playing first base.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a task. You just gotta just keep alert. The hardest part for me is just remembering to hit the cuts when I have to. Other than that, it's just catch the ball when it's thrown to you.
Are you a lefty?
Righty.
Okay. Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay. Cool, man. I'm going to put this together and I will have it out. If not next week, it'll be the week after that.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you very
All right,
much
man.
for having me.
You got it. Thanks so much. Have a good one.
You too.
See you, buddy.
D1 is the place for the athlete. When you join the D1 team, you don't just go to a gym. You're part of a team, a family.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Something more than just a gym.
Here we go.
If you're looking for a place to get better, to improve, to strive for the goals that you have, then D1 might be the right place for you.
At the 15. Okay. You are bringing it down.
Book your free one-on-one assessment today. Don't wait.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. D1.